Lauren Helen, get up, get up, get up. Crib Calabasas.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The slot man in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
No, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Play clock winding down. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, from the defense's perspective, that's a tone setter. They try to hit him with a draw early, and they snuff it right out.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Ryan. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Diggs going in motion right. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you expect him to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
15 yards through the air and a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
Keenum now on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Ryan. Going underneath. It's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. To To throw on second down is Keenum. Complete to right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. By the way, interesting note on the man who just caught that ball, Adam Thielen. Went over 1,000 yards this last week in the NFL. And guess what? First to do that since 2009 in a Vikings uniform.
That was Sidney Rice. So Adam Thielen, undrafted, right? Lightly recruited going to college. I don't even think lightly was the right word. This guy has gotten it done everywhere he's been. And now he's the number 1 receiver for a team that's bound for the playoffs and putting up a 1,000-yard season, well short of a 16-game season. Fantastic.
Now Keenum again. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down, Murray. Gets past one man. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 38 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball. And
he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Keenum on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Keenum. Going with a screen for Murray. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Forbath will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Keenum to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Screen play, McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little down. Now the ball comes loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Eluding the play, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Keenum on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of 4. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run here with Freeman. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. Keenum. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Watching now, ball.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Keenum's going to throw it here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Gun. Watching now, Barney. Back it up, Philly. Here we go. Over. Back it up. Detroit.
They go with Murray again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.